Hello, good morning, Stampin' friends. It's so nice to see you. Say hello when you jump on. Let me know who's here to stamp with me this morning. So welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. My name is Denise Cox and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Archerville, Saskatchewan. And I am so excited to be here for this morning's video. So usually I've been calling this I had been calling this coffee and a card before my extended break there. But this morning I've already had 2 cups of coffee, so I didn't think a third would be wise. So we'll call it coffee and a card, but I am going to join you drinking water. All right, so say hello, like I said, when you get here, if you're catching the replay or if you're joining us live. I am live on Facebook on Bird's Nest Designs. I'm also live on my YouTube channel and I can see the comments from both. So please say hello. I love to interact with you as we go through and stamp. So today I am carrying on with my Create From Your Stash series. So, okay, just a second here. I was really struggling with my setup this morning. And so I just want to confirm that you guys can see me and hear me because it's a little bit glitchy on my end. And of course I can't see what you guys can see. Good morning, Kathy. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Carla. Good morning. Okay. I'm going to watch the comments and see. Let me know if you can't hear me or see me. But hopefully all is good on your end. Okay. So it is a beautiful sunny day here today in Saskatchewan, and it is calling for it to be plus 12, which will be quite a change because it has been like crazy weather here. And it's it was snowing last week a little bit, mind you, didn't stay, and then the weather's just been up and down. So I am super excited to see the sunshine today, and I can't wait for those double-digit numbers in the temperature. Okay, it looks like everybody is good on Facebook and YouTube. You can see me, you can hear me, so that's awesome. Okay. So yeah, so I am excited to be here stamping. I hope you guys saw my email if you're on my email list. If you're not, make sure to click the link because I'm going to start sending out those weekly tutorials again next week. So you don't want to miss those fun weekly free tutorials. So get on the list and then you'll also know when I am going to be here and be live and stamping with you. Okay, good morning, Tina, welcome. All right, so today we're going to be making a card that I've made this layout before and I loved it, and so we're going to switch it up a little bit today. We're going to use 2 different stamp sets, so let me just share with you. They're both on the last chance list, so if you don't already have them, you can get them at a steal of a deal right now. If you do already have them, I'm going to show you 2 different ways to use these stamp sets, or one way for each stamp set, I guess, but we're going to be playing with Submarine Life. So this is from the annual catalog that is retiring in just a few weeks. So this guy here, it does have the coordinating punch, which we'll also be using, okay? So this is a really fun one. These cards today are going to be fun and cutesy, which is kind of my style. So I'm excited to be doing that today. All right, the other one we're going to be using is Cutest Cow. So this one's been around for a little bit. I believe it was in a mini before it was in the annual catalog. So we're going to be playing with this one. For those of you who have it, you know how adorable it is. I absolutely love these cute little cows. In fact, they're going to end up on this shelf that you see over there. Okay, where am I pointing? Right there. That is my shelf of retired stamp sets that I can't part with. So these are going to end up there for sure. And again, that one also has a coordinating punch, which is also on last chance. So if you haven't already checked those out, the deals are amazing. It is loaded full of things and lots of things you may not want to miss out on. Also, if you already have these, how wonderful is that? Because I'm going to show you different ways to use these. So let me know in the comments whether you own either of these sets or maybe you have both of them and which one you prefer. Because I know they're very cute, but they are very different. So that is that. I'm still feeling a little like fish out of water. It's been so long since videos were part of my almost everyday life. So here we are. Bear with me. Okay, so last night I got on a designing roll and I decided that I would design my cards for May's card class. Now, there are some changes coming and I'm just trying to finalize the details, but for those of you who've been following me for a while, you'll know what I mean when I talk about my Creatively Hatched Card Club. What's happening is I'm going to switch it from a club. I'm going to not call it a club, and it's just going to be a class. It's going to be a monthly class I offer, a card class. You can sign up for the classes you want. There's no more subscriptions, and the price may differ a little bit each month depending on what's included in the kit. But I'm also going to try and use this as ways to show you how you can buy the card kit, but you don't necessarily have to have the stamp or even the bundle that I'm using. You can swap it out and change it for something you already have if you don't want to spend that extra money that month. So I'm really excited about that. It is my mission to share with you ideas on how you can craft with what you already own, take that investment you've made, and just keep on stamping, because that's what it's all about. The world is a little bit crazy. We all know that right now. It's very expensive. And so let's just bring out the fun of stamping without feeling like we need to always have the newest and the greatest or the best, because what we have is already pretty fabulous, right? Okay, so that's my mission. And of course, we will want to get the odd new thing, but I want to show you that it's okay if you don't have them all. All right, let me see, some comments are coming in. Looks like quite a few of you have the cutest cows. That's awesome. It's very, very cute. I agree, Barb. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Tanya. Okay, so we're gonna switch on. I do have my cards for Creatively Hatched class for May that I do want to share with you, because I'm gonna be hoping to get that rolled out by the end of the weekend. And it's going to be really pretty. These are one of the prettiest cards I have made for Creatively Hatched in a long time. So I'm very excited about that. So Jennifer, my classes can't be purchased outside of Canada, as far as I can't send you a kit. However, I am going to have an option to buy the PDF. So you'll be able to purchase the PDF directly from my store or the links I share in my emails, and you can then create those along too. Okay. So thank you for that question, Jennifer. I do get asked that a lot. I know a lot of my followers don't live here in Canada, and they wish they could partake in my classes and support my business that way. So the tutorials is going to be an option for you to do that. And I do totally appreciate each and every one of you. So what are we going to do first? Let me flip the, thanks, Kathy. So this Creatively Hatched, though, is super pretty. Like, I am so excited about this one. So let me flip the camera down. Hopefully everything stays the same. You can still hear and see. So for this class coming up, for Creatively Hatched, I am using the With You in Mind stamp set. So if you guys aren't familiar with that, let me grab it off my shelf here. This is the With You in Mind stamp set, okay? Let me put it where my ring light is not gonna shine on it. So that's the stamp set right here. It is $1 Million Achiever stamp set. Love that. The reason I chose this one was, one, it's super fun and I love the fonts. Second, I chose this one because if you don't want to add this to your collection, if you don't already have it, you could always swap out these sentiments that I've used for something else you already have. So there's that. Okay, so this is the stamps that I've chosen. Now let me show you. I am going to show you some sneak peeks because these cards all have some of the new in colors in them. And hold on a second. Okay, so they all have some in colors. They're also showing some brand new paper that's launching, and they're perfect for May because they're very floral. So let me show you the cards and leave me comments and let me know what you think. So here is card number 1. Okay, so got some Secret Sea, which is a new in color that's coming. You guys, if you're not a demonstrator, you won't have them yet, or even have the option to buy them, but they're coming. So this is a really cool color. I've yet to decide whether it's blue, green, or a shade of black, but it's very cool. So we've got Secret Sea, and then we have some Timid Tiger in this card. We've got some Cloud Cover in this beautiful Thinking of You card. I love the combination of the Petunia Pop. And then my favorite, Strawberry Slush for the 4th card. Now in the class, those of you in Canada that can purchase a kit will get enough to make 2 of each card. Your own designer paper that you'll be able to cut up and make those cards. So what do you guys think? Do you love them? I think they're so, so pretty. And I'm very excited to launch this class. It feels like forever since I've had a class available. Okay, so that's with you in mind. So keep that in mind and watch for those emails coming soon. All right, so let's get to crafting today. I've got 2 cards prepped, all the exact same pieces, okay? So we're gonna start with one and then we'll flip it over and we'll do the other. Because sometimes when I try and do 2 at once, I get a little confused. So, and notice the cute little puppies that are joining us this morning on my grid paper. I ran out of the regular grid paper. And so although I do find this a bit distracting, it is super cute. So we're gonna use that today. All right, so we've got a thick basic white card base, 4 1/4 by 11. We've got some basic white, Night of Navy, balmy blue, peach pie, a little bit more balmy blue, some strawberry slush, which is in color that's coming. It's also one that we had in the past that's returning. So you may already have this one in your collection, so that's a bonus. And then we're gonna use a little perennial postage die. And I've cut that out ahead of time. But if you're not familiar, this is the die set it comes from. It was bundled at one time with a sentiment stamp, but right now you can just buy these standalone. There's the product code and you do get all 12 dies in your collection. So these ones I use quite often. Good morning, Sherry. Nice to see you. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and start. So for those of you who have been in my Creatively Hatched class from the beginning, will remember that we used Cutest cows back in, I can't remember what month it was. I want to say it was March last year. I think it was March last year. It might have been February, but it was in the spring of last year. We did Cutest cows. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking the same layout, switching it up, take the same pieces, switch the colors, and we're going to recreate this card today. So we've got our white card base. Then I'm going to take the balmy blue and we're going to do a little bit of stamping on it. And what did I do with my, oh, I must have put it away last night when I was crafting. So we're going to grab the balmy blue ink pad right here. And which one are we going to do first? Let's start with the cow. We're going to start with the Cutest cows. So I'm going to take the sentiment, it's your special day. I want to make this into a birthday card. When we did this with Creatively Hatched, this was a congratulations card, but I'm going to, like I said, I want to switch it out and show you different ways to use your stamps. So we're just going to take this and we're just going to start color on color. We're just going to start stamping it all down this left-hand side. Maybe we should do them. Do you guys think we should do them side by side, or do you think we should do cow and then submarine? Tell me in the comments, because it's not too late. We can start the other one too now. So I've just got it. So see how I'm doing that? I'm just kind of staggering them and stamping it down the left-hand side of the cardstock. Okay, I'm waiting for some comments to come through, but while we're doing that, we can go ahead. We're going to take the Night of Navy. I've got a layer here. So this one was 3 3/4 by 5, I think, or maybe that was this one. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this one is 3 3/4 by 5. This one is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Okay, so we're going to take this one and we're going to do, okay, I've got 1 vote for each way, you guys. So maybe we'll just do this once. Hi, Deborah. Nice to see you. She says she hasn't watched me in a long time. I feel like I haven't been live in a very long time. So welcome. It's nice to see you in the comments. All right. So there is our first layer. So Jennifer's asking what was the stamp set again. So if you're referring to the one I used for Creatively Hatched, I used With You in Mind. That is the stamp set that I used. And I'll show you guys those cards again at the end for those of you just popping in. Okay, so let's do these cards one at a time as I originally planned. and then we can make a decision going forward which way you guys like the preference. So here we have that. We're going to take and here this in the center. Okay, so we've got our card front, our layer of Night of Navy, our balmy blue that we stamped with It's Your Special Day. And then we're just going to set that off to the side. Okay, then I've taken a piece of strawberry slush and peach pie. Okay, so again, we're going to do some color on color stamping. And we're going to take our strawberry slush ink pad. Oh my gosh, this one's brand new. And it's a little bit hard to open, but as the more you use them, you guys probably know that, the easier they do become to open up. So I'm just going to grab my silicone mat because that paper pumpkin thing in the center is a little bit distracting. Okay, so there we have that. Now I've taken the milk jug, okay, from the Cutest cows. So that is here. So many stamps to choose from, but I've taken this little milk crate. Good morning, Kim. Okay, so we're taking that and we're just going to stamp it all the way. Okay, I have to just slide this down because otherwise the light is too directly on it. Okay, there we go. So I'm just stamping this milk jug all the way across my strawberry slush paper. Okay, there we are. Isn't that cute? You guys see that? Oh yeah, look how well that shows up. So that is really fun. So we're going to set that one off to the side there. And then we'll take our peach pie. Remember I said we're going to do a lot of stamping. Tuxford, Saskatchewan. I don't know where that is. We just moved to the province a year ago. And so I'm still learning. We are up in Archewell, which is the northeastern part of the province. So yeah, let me know where Tuxford is. Okay, so now we're going to take the sunflowers, okay, and we're going to ink them up in peach pie, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to stamp them across. So I know Kathy and Tina are both in my Creatively Hatched class, and I did see them in the comments, so let me know if this card is bringing back memories of a past Creatively Hatched. Okay, so there is our stamp one. Isn't that fun? So we've got that piece. I'll move this for now. Oh, actually, no, I won't. But I am going to wipe that ink. Do you see all that ink on there? I'm just going to take a microfiber and just stamp on our balmy blue. This is going to be our sentiment piece, if I can pick it up. There we go. Okay, so with some tuxedo black, okay, the memento. This is my preference for memento. Stampin' Up! Also sells stays on ink. And if you're lucky enough to still have the archive black, I think it was an archival black, there was that one too. But for me, I like the memento, so we're going to use that one. Hello, Gwen from Colorado. Nice to see you. Okay, so milk it for all it's worth. I'm going to stamp that towards the left or the right side. Okay, so there's that. That piece can get over there. Aren't those colors fabulous? I just love them together. Okay. Now we're going to take our perennial postage die and a scrap piece of white, which I have over here. Now I also included in my little kit that I pre-cut this little strip of lemon lime twist designer paper. So that is going to go over here as well. Okay. So, oh, I just noticed. So if you look at this stamp set, there's 3 different cow faces that you can use. And I meant to use one of these 2 and I accidentally mounted that one. So let me just switch it up because I want to be able to use the punch. So this one does not work. I don't think it does. No, it does not work in the punch. Although he is super cute and it would be a darling. But we are going to use this one right here because it's so cute. So let me find the right one. There we go. All right. So we've got the face of the cow. I've got the body that is laying down. That's the one that I decided I wanted to use on here. And it does fit nicely right across the bottom of that perennial postage die cut. So we're going to ink this up with memento. Okay, let's see how many times I can hit my head on this ring light above me. I'm sorry if it's making everything wobble. but I'm still trying to get used to this new setup. Okay, so we've got our body stamped on our perennial postage, and then we're going to take the head of the cow, and we're going to ink that up again with Memento and just onto a piece of scrap. Okay, we'll take our cow builder punch, and this will fit right in there like that. Pop that out. Okay, if you don't have the punch, you can always just fussy cut the head too. It's not that tough of a shape to cut out, but that's gonna sit right on there like that. Oh, how cute is he or she, whatever you want to call it. Okay, all right, so now that our cow is on there, I'm gonna grab some blends. So I think for this one, I'm gonna use like gray. So I'm gonna use, what did I grab? Smoky Slate. We're gonna use Smoky Slate today. So this is the light, and I'm just gonna color the spots. On the original card I had designed, I used pecan pie, but I think the gray will complement these colors a little bit nicer. So coloring his spots and his tail. We'll do the hooves in the darker. We'll color this tuft of hair. And what else are we going to color? Let's color this. Color his little snout here. Oh my gosh, he is adorable. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm going to take the dark. Oh, the head on a wobbler, Tina, aren't you clever? We may have to make that happen. You know me and my wobblers. I'm quite the fan. Okay. That's a very good idea, Tina. Anybody else a fan of those wobblers? So I'm just adding a little bit of highlight around. I just feel like it kind of like brings some attention there and makes it look really cute. So there is his spots. And then while I have, hi Joan, nice to see you. Okay, I'm gonna take the dark gray and just color in his hooves. That. And then I think we need a little bit of maybe some petal pink. Oops, I forgot that wasn't attached. Okay, we're just going to highlight inside his ears a little bit. Like that. And what do you guys think? Is he cute? I think he's super cute. All right, and then I don't want him just looking like he's hanging out, floating in the air. So let's grab my lemon lime twist marker, and we'll just kind of like give him some grass to lay on here. So just nice and subtle, doesn't have to be perfect, like that. Okay, how cute. Let me grab my wobblers and we'll see. I see a lot of people commenting that Tina had a great idea. So let me grab those. I remember where I put them when I rearranged. Okay. So I did go onto Amazon. That's where I got these, Amazon.ca here in Canada. And I bought like a Mondo pack of them. So I will probably never in my life run out of wobblers. Okay, so let's go ahead. Sorry, that's probably really loud for you guys. Okay. Oh my gosh, Joan, you just got this bundle today. I love that. That's such good timing. Okay, so what I found, let me just make sure he's gonna fit on this wobbler. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, so what I found is it's better to use the hollow side on your stamped image you want to wobble, and then the more solid side on the other piece. Okay, so I do need to get my other little tool. Where is it? Here it is. So I'm going to use my take your pick tool. I think that's what it's called. Take your pick tool. Oh my gosh. If I can get these off. There we go. Okay, and then we'll put the little head. Oh, stay there. We're just going to situate the head on top like that. Okay, and then we will go ahead and take off this backing. Okay, you guys may remember if you've been watching my videos for a while, I used to have the cutest little pottery tray that I would put all my little backings in, had a cute little gold heart in it, and sadly it broke. So I did find a replacement. It's not nearly as cute or quite as nice, but I did find this at the Dollarama, and it's pink and it's got hearts on it, and so I thought that would be cute for my little garbage to keep on here. Okay, so now we'll put his head. We want his head, we could put it straight or we could put it on a bit of an angle. I think it looks cute if he's on a bit of an angle. Stick that there, and now we have a cute little wobbler. Good idea, Tina. All right, so now we can come in here and we can grab our, oh, let me take this away in case there's any ink on it. Now we can start stacking and layering our card, and then we'll switch and we'll make the second card using the exact same supplies, just switching up the stamp set. So for this one, this is going to go along the top. Then we're going to have our sunflower stamp piece. And yes, I do know you're covering up a lot of the It's Your Day, but if we only stamped it where we think we need it, sometimes it doesn't look random or you miss a spot. So I find it easier just to go all the way down. Okay, so that is kind of how this is going to go, like that. So we can go ahead and put this on here. So as I mentioned, both of the bundles are stamps, and I guess they're not really bundled anymore, but they're stamps and punches, are available on the online store under last chance. So they will be retired once they're sold out, but they are still, as of last night anyway, they were both still available and discounted. So if this is something that you think you would use a lot and you'd love to add to your collection, then head on over. Remember, you don't need any more of those pesky host codes. If you're here in Canada, you can choose me as your demonstrator, place your order, and you are going to get the host rewards that accumulate in your account that you can use in the future. So I love it. I love, love, love this new program. Okay, back to what we're doing. Sidetrack there. So now we're going to take and put this little cutie up here, but we need some bumpets. So I'm still using up some of the ones I found when I cleaned my craft room. If you watched my video last week, which was very impromptu, not planned, I talked about how I cleaned my room and found all kinds of things I had forgotten about in boxes. Some of them boxes weren't even in my craft room. They were actually in other parts of my house. So that was fun. But anyway, I've got a lot of these paper pumpkin and kit bumpets to use up. So this little guy, as cute as he is, he's going to go right over here. Like that. And then our little sentiment, milk it for all it's worth, is going to go on here as well. So what I'm going to do is grab my paper snips. I made the piece longer than it needed to be just because it's always easier to just shorten it, right? So I'll cut that off, and we'll actually cut this one down too. We don't need it to be any bigger than it needs to be. And then that is going to kind of come in here somewhere. I don't really want to cover him up. So maybe it could go like that. I kind of think it looks cute separating those two colors, but I don't really want... I have a plan for up here, so this isn't going to be white space, I promise. Okay, that's kind of cute. You can still see his wobbling head. You can still tell it's a cow. We could always move it over. That's what I like, just like that. Okay, so we'll put a bumpet here, and we'll grab just a little bit of seal and put it on the very end. And then this is going to come in here like that. Make sure it's straight-ish. Okay, now we have a super adorable card that I am absolutely loving. I hope you guys like it too. Let me know. And then we're going to grab some, I thought this color kind of complemented all of these colors nicely, the petal pink. It actually is still the color, same color we used in his ears as well. And then I grabbed my Bee Builder punch. It's all about punches today apparently, but we're going to use these two hearts. We're going to punch them out. Woo! They're going to go flying across my desk. But then I thought they'd be super cute, just like we did in Creatively Hatched, just having them kind of floating about like that. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to take a bumpet. We are going to stick this one kind of like there. And then we're going to want to baby bump it for this one. So I can grab one off of my sheet here. If you don't have the minis, you can always just cut a big one in half or in quarters. You don't have to have them both. I just find them super handy. And we'll put that one there. Oh my, how cute, you guys. Are you loving it? Let me know in the comments. I haven't seen any comments for a while. Are you guys all still with me? Okay, I did pull out the string, but I don't know that it needs any string. What do you guys think? I'm not sure whether we need string or no string. But we should have some bling. So let me find some bling while you guys are telling me if we want any string. I think I forgot to turn, well, I know I forgot to turn off my my beeper on my phone, the volume. Aw, thanks guys. Looks like everyone thinks it's super cute. I love it. Okay, so I just grabbed some rhinestones. I'm sure you all have some rhinestones of some in your collection. No string, just bling. That's kind of what I'm thinking too, Jennifer. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a few of these little blings. I'm a huge fan of 3 bling. I don't know where that comes from. I remember from art class that things were visually more appealing to the eye in 3s. Okay, so there we go. It looks like everyone agreed no string. So there is our cute little Cutest Cows card with our rhinestones. You could color those if you want, but I like the way the silver shines. So there is card number 1 using our Cutest Cows bundle. Remember, you can get this on the last chance section of my online store along with the punch if you don't already have this cute bundle. Okay, so let's move on. We're going to move to the next card. So just give me a second here while I clean some of this stuff off. So we have room to bring in our Submarine Life, which this one is kind of going to be a recreating on the fly because I haven't made this one ahead of time. I can show you in the tutorial. I just had printed the tutorial to kind of remind myself of what this card looked like. So I had done it in gray, black, crushed curry, and calypso coral for my Creatively Hatched group. But super cute, switching it out. Oh, how awesome, Gwen. You should make a card like this for her. That's awesome. Okay, so there is our Cutest Cows one. We'll just set that off there. And then, like I said, we're going to switch it out and we're going to use Submarine Life and the coordinating punch for that. Oh, that ring light is pesky. Okay, there we go. There is our stamp we're going to use. Again, actually, I'm going to have to set this aside because I'm going to end up getting stuff on it. I know it. I need a drink of water. Okay, card number 2. Remember, we're creating from your stash. We're making 2 cards, one card 2 ways. So I have the exact same pieces. So I love seeing all of you back here stamping with me. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying today's video. Hit those thumbs up button, share it with your friends. Let's get more crafty people here joining us in all the fun. So, okay, same pieces. This time we're going to take our balmy blue and we're going to pull in, like I mentioned, Submarine Life, and we're going to stamp just floating by to say hi. So let me grab that. And we're going to stamp that word, those words down the left-hand side. And I could do them all in a row, or we could kind of stagger them. I think we'll stagger them. And the reason I like to stagger them, if I'm being honest, is because then you can't tell if I've gone crooked. Because sometimes your stamp doesn't go quite as planned and then it's crooked. And if you're looking like you're trying to do a straight line, it's harder to hide that crooked stamping. Does that make sense? Okay, we're just going to stagger it. We're just going to go with it. This might need to be re-inked, it looks like. Okay, so floating by to say hi. Now, nobody in the comments earlier when I asked said that they had this bundle. So if you don't, I hope that I can show you how cute this one is. And if you do have it, this is going to be a really great idea you could recreate. So, and maybe while you're making this one, if the submarine, or while I'm making this one, while the submarine may not be your thing, think about other stamps that you have in your collection that might work really well with this type of a card. So there is that. We're going to take our card base. We're going to fold it in half, burnish it with our bone folder. And then we're going to attach this to the front just like we did with the cow one. Okay, so there's that part. Then we've got the same pieces again, just like I said. We've got the strawberry slush, peach pie, and balmy blue. Okay, so we need something to stamp on our slush, and we need something to stamp on our peach pie. So I did choose, I thought I did choose somewhere. I hope I haven't misplaced it. Oh, there he is. Okay. I wanted to do, so we'll get to that in just a second. I think I ran out of blocks is the problem. Okay, so we're going to take these cute little goldfish and we're going to stamp them. I'm calling them goldfish. They could be any kind of fish. I'm going to take and stamp them on peach pie. Okay, and they're going to be swimming across this piece of cardstock. Cute, just like that. So we've got our stamped fish. On the pink one, I'm going to actually just take these fish off of this block. And we're going to use one of these guys. So I think this little jellyfish will be really cute. He's about the right size and he's going to fill that strawberry slush up. Okay. How many of you watching have been with Stampin' Up since Strawberry Slush was an in color before? I'd love to know, and I want to know if you still have it. You still have that beautiful color, this beautiful color in your collection. It is such a pretty one. It's kind of like a combination of red and pink, and I love it. Okay, so we've got our jellyfish across. There's that. On our little blue piece here, we're going to take our tuxedo. Oh my gosh, I keep hitting this, you guys. I got to work on that. Okay. We're going to stamp just the simple word hello, which I know I saw. There it is. Okay. So in the stamp set, we're going to just stamp hello up here. So this set could be used for anything. This card could be used for many occasions. So just a hello, and we'll just stamp it here. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Well, we're going to use this end because I know I'm not going to want this whole piece anyway. There, that one worked. Okay. Oh, Joan and Flo still have the ink pad. That's awesome. I think it's so pretty. Okay, so there's that. We're going to put those off to the side. We've got our postage stamp, and on the first card we stamped the cow body. On this one we're going to take this, which I know is probably supposed to be like waves coming out from behind the submarine, but I want them to be like seagrass or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we're going to take that. We're going to grab another block, and we're going to take, this time we're going to add in some lemon lime twist ink because I want the grass to be lemon lime twist, kind of like how we put the grass underneath the cow. But we're going to use here. Oh my gosh, I keep hitting the light. I'm going to have to switch something up in this setup here. Okay, and then what is gonna, oh no, that would look funny. I thought maybe we could add some in there, but maybe we can just, maybe we'll just leave it alone. Sometimes I get carried away and then I'm like, oh, I don't like that. I liked it better the other way. Okay, so there's our grass. We're just gonna leave it just like that. So that piece can go over here. And then on our scrap white, so I think we might even be able to use the same piece that we use for our cows. We're gonna stamp the adorable, super adorable little submarine. And the color I was thinking is, what color are we thinking? I was thinking Night of Navy because it's going to tie in with the background. So I'm just pulling in a couple of extra ink pads. If you don't have a bunch of them, just reuse some of the colors you've already used. Don't worry about it. I have them all and I love to use them all because that is one of my favorite things, is just new colors, different colors, mixing colors, all the things. So let's see if that's going to stamp. I feel like the ink's not really pooling on there very well. Sometimes when that happens, here's a little tip. I don't know if it's technically what you're supposed to do, but sometimes you just got to like twist it on there and then re-dab it. And let's just hope that's going to work. If we don't, I may have to clean the stamp really well and then try again. Oh, that's okay. It's not perfect, but it's okay. I think it looks cute like that. Looks like it has a little bit of patina on it. Let's go with that. Okay, so we can grab our submarine punch and we can cut this out. Again, if you don't have the punch, this wouldn't be too hard of an image to cut with your scissors, so that's an option too. Okay, and then I thought this was really cute. So I grabbed this little flag, also part of that stamp set, of course. And I think for that we'll use strawberry slush because I love it. So we're going to just stamp this cute little flag there. And that one we do need to just fussy cut real quick. So let's do that. And then we'll get this card assembled. And then I want to know, for those of you who are still with us, which of these cards you prefer. And if you have any ideas you've come up with other stamps that you would use to recreate a card like this. So basically, if you're looking at the way I've done this, I was looking for stamp sets that had small images I could stamp on the cardstock, a larger image that I could use for my focal point, some words, and chose colors that kind of went with the theme. And I was going for something really fun and funky kind of today. Bring out the beautiful sunshine that we were experiencing. Okay, there we go. So let's pull these all in. Let's not lose that cute little flag. So this one is our little jellyfish. This one, I think I do want to try and stagger it so that you're going to be able to read that. But before I push that down, I'm just going to make sure that they're all going to fit. Designer paper strip here. Oh, look how perfect that is. We can see it 3 times. Love it. Okay. So there. We can take our little fishies and put them here. Our designer series paper. So this collection, this one from that was in the catalog, is retiring, but they are coming out with new our new color family 6x6 designer paper in the new annual catalog. So you can buy the new ones if you like the patterns better, or you can just keep reusing the ones if you have any left of the colors from the previous ones. I have a whole basket, and one day I'll show you, of all of them saved, of all the extras that I have, and I'm in the process of sorting them all by color, so I can just go to Lemon Lime Twist and pick out whatever pattern I like, whether it's current or retired. Okay, so then we'll take our postage stamp. Jones says maybe the new fox or squirrel set. Oh yeah, that would be cute. Is that the one with the little squirrels that look angry? Is that the one you're talking about? Sad as this sounds, for that whole 6 weeks that I was kind of MIA and like dealing with house renovation and stuff, I barely had a chance to like look at online or in the catalog or anything. I was so absorbed with what we were doing. Yeah, it was like really, really a long break. So I'm a little unfamiliar with some of the more recent stamp sets that have come out, but I am getting back to familiarizing them all. Okay, so then we have this little submarine, and I want to have the flag coming out the top. And this might not be the way a submarine would be. I've never seen a submarine before, but anyway, that's how we're going to do it today. We're going to stick our little, see how what I did there? I put a little bit of seal on the back, and then I just stuck the flag in the back like that, and we can just sort of, I kind of like it like that. This can come here. Now, let's see, do we want a wobbler on this one too? Oh yes, with the apples, Joan. Yes, I know which one you're talking about. Zany Zoo would be cute. You know, in all these videos that I have done with the crafting from your stash, using sets that maybe are a little bit older or even retired, Zany Zoo has been one that has come up quite often. So I think I should plan something down the road with Zany Zoo, because I still have that on my shelf of keep forever stamp sets. Okay, so this little guy can come here like that. Then we're going to do the same as we did before on the cow card. And we're going to take and punch out some hearts from our bee builder punch. And that one just went flying way over here. There. So that heart, maybe a little heart over here. Oh my gosh, this card is super cute. What do you guys think? I'm excited about this one. Like I said, this isn't one that I had made before. The cow one, I had created before, just slightly different, of course, but this one is brand new, and so I don't know. No, I don't want to cover up my fish, but it is turning out really cute. I'm really liking this one. And then we'll take a little mini baby one. We'll stick that here. The comments seem to like be glitching on my computer, so Kathy loves the sub. Isn't it cute? We'll put a little heart down there, maybe just like that. And then we're going to add some bling. I'm going to forego the ribbon on this one too. I don't think we need ribbon anywhere. This heart does look a little big to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it too big? There we go. Just roll that dimensional right off if you don't need it where you first put it. I think it's cuter up there. Yes, up there is much cuter. So in order to achieve that look, I'm going to take 2 mini baby bumpets and just put them, and there I go, hitting the light again. I'm going to put them at the top there of the heart. And then we're going to stagger that up here. I like that better. Okay, so cute. Now we're going to add our bling. And then we'll do a side-by-side comparison of the 2 cards we created today. And you guys can let me know what your thoughts are. And like I said before, tell me which stamp sets you're envisioning using to recreate, I don't know where to put these, to recreate a card like this of your own. All right, let me tidy up my desk just a wee bit. Now I did have inserts here, but we didn't do anything on the insides. We did what I don't like to do, and we kept naked inside. Oh, we didn't put the hello. Oh my gosh, you guys. We need the hello. Where are we going to put that? Just maybe right there. We need a sentiment. When we don't have to have it, but like I said, we're trying to recreate the same card, and that one had a sentiment banner, so this one can have a sentiment banner, and that can just go right there on this card. So we'll put that here. Yes, I do believe that you should love the cows most, Emily. Okay, that's cute. What do you guys think of this one? The only other option, oh gosh. See, my brain is going quicker over here now. It could go here. No, I like it up here. It kind of breaks up the blue and ties in over here. So there we have it. There is today's submarine card. So there's that one. And then here's our our cow card that we made. Okay, so there's 2 cards using all the same consumables. switching out the stamp set from Cutest Cows and then Submarine Life. So two really, really cute ones that I love. They're in the last chance, like I said, if you don't have them and you've fallen in love with them. But if you don't have them and you think of something else that you would like to make, let me know. What other stamp set are you thinking of? And then let me know in the comment which one you like better, the cows or the submarine. Okay. Here we are back. Sorry, I'm just gonna take a drink of water. Okay, so, oh my gosh, I have quite a mess, you guys. I have quite a mess on my desk. You can't see that, thankfully. You guys probably see my videos and think maybe I'm a tidy stamper, but I am not. I always have a humongous mess, but I will tell you my secret is after every single card I make, I clean my desk. So if I'm on a designing day and I create 10 cards, I guarantee you I have cleaned my desk 10 times because I clean it completely in between each card. It just helps my brain, helps me to find things. I hate spending time looking for things hidden under piles. So that's my little trick, is I just clean my desk every time in between each card that I create. Okay, now, those are the cards we did today. Remember in the very beginning, for those of you joining us late, I shared what cards I'm doing for my May Creatively Hatched card class. I talked a little bit about how I'm going to make some changes. A few of them, some more are coming out, but you'll see all of that. This is my Creatively Hatched card class for May, featuring the With You in Mind stamp set. Love this one. This is $1 Million Achiever Julie Davison stamp set, and I absolutely love it. So we're going to use that one. I've been waiting to use that one for the perfect thing. And so this paper that's coming out is called, oh my gosh, what is this designer paper called? Florals in Bloom. Okay, this is one I love. Love, love, love this paper. So this is one of the cards you'll be making. A second card. Third card. And fourth card. So lots of florals for May. Love that. The class is going to be available for anybody in Canada to buy the kit. You can add on the stamp set if you want to. If you don't already own it, if you're a demonstrator and you want to take class, you can order the stamp set yourself. Or you can switch it for something you already own, because we all, I'm sure, have stamp sets that are just sentiments or sentiments we love mixed in with other stamps that we can draw out and put onto these layouts. So for those of you not living in Canada, there will be a tutorial option. As soon as I send out the link to the email list with all the information on the class, the link to purchase the tutorial will also be there. So keep that in mind. And that's one way you can support me from through my business if you don't live here in Canada. Okay, I also love that you support me by showing up here on YouTube or Facebook, watching my videos, stamping with me, and interacting and commenting. You truly make my day. I love to start my day off with a cup of coffee and some creativity. So I'm going to try to make this a weekly occurrence on Wednesdays. I'm still trying to just get the last parts of my schedule ironed out, but that is kind of what I'm leaning towards as my regular weekly video, and then I'll try and incorporate others as I can. Of course, my feathered friends, I will be back with you on Monday for our regular videos. And I know we missed one, so we're going to do a 2-for-1 next week. So we're going to make 2 cards. You'll get 2 tutorials to upload or download, and yeah, we'll have fun. So if you're one of my feathered friends, tune in on Monday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and we'll stamp together then. Okay. Thank you everybody for being here. I have loved stamping with you, making 2 super fun cards, nice and bright. And as I'm looking at the cards right now, we did a wobbler head, you guys. Do you remember? Like, it was only 20 minutes ago, but look at, we made this wobbler head. We totally could have put our submarine also on a wobbler, and I just totally gapped. So that's an idea. If you wanted to recreate this card, you could put that on a wobbler as well. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. I will try and get this uploaded in the next few days to my blog as well, with all of the measurements for you, recap of the video, and all the things. So thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to click that thumbs up button, share the video if you love it, let your other crafty friends find us. And if you're catching the replay, hello, and thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment and let me know you were here. All right, everybody. Thanks, everyone, and have a fabulous Wednesday and the rest of your week. And I will be back next week, Wednesday morning, same time, and we'll stamp together again. Have a great day. Cheers.